Okay, hello, I'm RC Ramey. I'm sitting out here in front of Sibley's West today, doing some sculpting. These storytellers, I've been doing it for about 25 years, hand sculpted clay. I'm also a fine artist, but this is basically what I do for a living.
And you are from?
Snowflake, Arizona. I forgot to mention where I was from. That's important, I guess. Excuse me if I keep looking away from the camera, but I have to occasionally see what I'm doing. I can usually do this in my sleep, but sometimes, especially with fingers, I have to take a little while to look at them.
And how did you get started?
As I mentioned earlier, I was a fine artist. I did oil painting, and I had a friend who owned a gallery saying that he needed some storytellers. And I said, well, I don't want to do those things. I'm not interested in doing them. So I did him a few very, very crude storytellers, and he sold them all in 1 weekend. So the old bird in the hand, two in the bush type of situation took over, and here I am 25 years later, still sculpting. So.
Now, you have gone away from the traditional storyteller to different types.
Yeah, I started with the traditional one, and then that was followed shortly by Santa Clauses. Usually people just keep requesting different things, and I just come up with my own imagination to come up with whatever product. From there they went into animals, and then from animals to my Judaic, because I had a friend whose rabbi was retiring and wanted a rabbi storyteller, which is the one I'm doing right here today. This was actually the first Judaic piece I did, and each one's hand sculpted, so they're all different. Totally, and I can do them custom for whatever someone would want. And then my latest creation had been my cat storytellers. Again, started with just basic cats, and now they're rabbi cats, leprechaun cats, Santa cats, on and on and on.
And how did you get into cats?
Well, I have a cat, but again, it was request. Just, don't you do any cats? And now the latest thing that's been nagging on me are dogs. I keep resisting because there's too many breeds. My head's already so many full of sculptures as is. I can't imagine adding another 100 breeds of dogs to that same line. I have to stop somewhere.
And where do you sell your items?
Well, right here at Sibley's West, and then a few other locations. These are all hand sculpted, so I really don't have a large market for them. I keep them just to a few shops and individual shops because I can't produce enough. There's just no way. I used to have all the Grand Canyon shops, and I had to cancel that because it would I couldn't keep up.
And I noticed that this one has some detail on it. Can you describe how you get this?
Well, this is the Torah here, which is basically the Jewish Bible for people that don't know the Torah. That's what that piece is. A lot of people will look at it and before it's painted and think it's baby models, especially after I had all the babies and everything else all over the sculpture.
Then you just add the different pieces.
Yeah. See, and you have to make sure you secure them just properly. Otherwise, when you're firing them, they come off, or they break somewhere down else on the line. So you have to make sure everything's really secured and into the piece. It took me years to figure this all out. The first few sculptures I ever did years ago up in Oregon when I lived up there, they blew up. So I put all this work into a piece, and next thing I know, kaboom! To start all over again.
Now, didn't you tell me that your mother likes cats?
My mother loves cats, but she wasn't the original reason because I even resisted after she kept asking, why don't I do cats?
But now you do it.
Now I do it, and it's actually my most popular line.
All right, well, thank you so much.
Well, thank you, John.
And good luck.
Thank you.